Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, the event just started, so we might give it a couple of minutes to allow some people to join in and get through with the link. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. This is Torrens University's Tertiary Admissions Centres information session. I'll be your host this evening. My name is Evan Sapach. I'm the student recruitment manager here in the high schools team, which means I oversee the team that essentially helps our young school leavers from application to enrollment. So we're here to answer any questions that you have. Throughout the presentation, there will be a live chat box. Feel free to use that live chat box as we're going through. If you have any questions, just ask them as we're going through the presentation. We've got some lovely staff on the other end there that are ready to assist with any questions that you have. But just to get us started, just before we get started, if there is anyone in on the session, if you just want to pop into the chat where you're joining us from, it'd be great to know where everyone is based, who's attending this meeting, whether you're from Queensland or Victoria, South Australia, or New South Wales, or possibly somewhere else. Pop it in the chat. Let us know who you are, where you're from. It'd be great. And I'll give you 10 extra bonus points if you can guess my accent. My bonus points aren't transferable to any kind of currency, but yeah, bonus points for everyone attending. Hey, there we go. Amy, right off the bat, you get the 10 bonus points. Yes, I am Canadian, but I've been living in Australia for 11 years, and I'm now a citizen. So very happy to be here, not going anywhere. I love the weather and love the beaches, although winter does get pretty cold here, even for this Canadian. So very good. So we're from New South Wales, Melbourne. Excellent. For the people joining, feel free to pop into the chat where you're joining from, and we'll get started in the next minute. Just a little introduction of myself before we get started. Again, my name is Evan. I'm the student recruitment manager here at Torrens University. I've been with Torrens University for the last 10 years. I started in the academics services team in the design and creative technology vertical. And since then, I am now the student recruitment manager in the high school space. So I absolutely love Torrens University. It's a great place to come and learn and get your degree and set yourself up for the future. Okay, it's 5:03. I think we've given enough time for everyone to join in. Again, thank you so much for taking time this evening to spend it with us. Again, this is Torrens University's Tertiary Admissions Centre information session. I am your host, Evan Sapach. And again, I'm the student recruitment manager here in the high schools team. So if you have any questions throughout the chat, throughout the presentation, pop them into the chat. And we've got some people on the other side that are very, very happy to help. Now, can I get someone in the chat to let me know that you can see the Tertiary Admissions Centre's TAC presentation? Just want to make sure we've got it available for everybody. Excellent. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you, everyone. Now, before we begin, of course, I'd love to do an acknowledgement of country. We are here at Torrens University. We're committed to a positive future as we move together on our journey of learning. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging, and of course, we extend those respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people. We acknowledge the traditional owners for the major Australian cities in which we operate, including Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, and Adelaide. Now, in this information session, over the next 15 to 20 minutes, we're going to go over a few different points, and these are highlighted here. I'm also just going to, sorry everyone, I'm just going to, yep, we're recording, perfect. Just wanted to make sure that was working. One of the first things we'll go over is university application pathways. We'll also talk about direct applications versus TAC applications. We'll go through changing your preferences and how that all works. We'll also go through the offer process, of course, of what to do when you receive your offer, which is very exciting. And we'll have a quick touch on fees and scholarships on how to maximize your university offer. And then, of course, we'll have room for Q&A at the end, because of course we are here to help. But as I mentioned at the beginning, if you have any questions during the presentation, pop them into the chat, and our lovely team would be happy to help. So, university application pathways. Essentially, as high school leavers, you have two options. The first option are direct applications. What this means is you would hop onto a university website, university of your choice, as many as you'd like, and you put through an application through their webpage. The other option you would have is through the Tertiary Admissions Centre, or TACs. And we'll, of course, break down the differences between each. We'll go through the pros and cons, and we'll make sure that you're well-versed in the differences and how best to move forward. With direct applications, as you can see, there is no application fee, right? You're just hopping onto the university website, putting through an app. No fee included. With tertiary admission centers, there is a paid application fee. Now, the paid application fee is going to be different depending on where you're based, whether you're in Victoria, Queensland, New South Wales, or South Australia. And of course, that information can be found on the respective websites of the TAC providers. With direct applications, you have flexibility with your choices. You can have multiple offers from different universities. You can apply to as many universities as you want, and you can receive as many offers as you want. With tertiary admission centers, it's a single application, single offer. Now, this doesn't mean you only get one letter of offer. We'll go through how that all works in the next couple of slides. But with the Tertiary Admissions Centre, it kind of brings everything together, and it makes it a bit more streamlined for our high school leavers. So it's a single application, which then goes into single offers. With direct applications, post-September, you receive your letter of offer on your terms. Now, some of you may or may not know, very recently there has been a legislation change with the Department of Education, the Government of Australia, which said that universities in Australia weren't able to send letters of offers to students until after September 1st. So of course, post-September, you're going to receive all the letters of offer that you've applied for through those websites. Whereas with the Tertiary Admissions Centre, the offers are issued within the fixed offer rounds. And of course, we're going to go through what those offer rounds are and what they look like and how that works. But essentially, again, it really cleans up and kind of organizes everything for you. With direct applications, conditional offers are available before Year 12 results are released. And of course, with tertiary admission centers, in most cases, offers are issued post Year 12 results. With direct applications, the process differs depending on which university you apply for. So it's going to be a little bit different. They're going to ask you for a little bit more different information, and the applications, of course, will be a bit different from the other. Whereas tertiary admission center or TACs, it's a single experience. It's much easier to manage for the student. And again, we'll go through that in how that breaks down in the next couple of slides. With direct applications, all entry documents are shared directly with the university by yourself. So any letter of offer that you receive from a university through a direct application, they're going to ask you to submit, let's say, either a passport or a birth certificate, very likely a HEX or a fee help form, depending on what you're going for, and of course, your signed letter of offer and your high school certificate. That all needs to be supplied by the student. With tertiary admission centers, they auto-assess most qualifications, including your Year 12 results. So it takes a lot of the busy work or the admin work, other than putting through a direct application. Going through TAC can take your documents, put them together for you, and send them on your behalf. So there is that advantage there to being a little bit more organized and a little bit more streamlined. So those are the differences between direct applications and tertiary admission center applications. Now, as I mentioned before, there are different tertiary admission centers in different states. So if you're based in Queensland, you'd be going through QTAC. If you're based in New South Wales, that would be through UAC. If you're based in Victoria, that would be VTAC. And if you're based in South Australia, you'd be going through SATAC. Now, keep in mind, students in Queensland and New South Wales can apply directly at any time. However, if there's anyone that's joining us that are based in Victoria or South Australia, high school leavers must apply through Tertiary Admission Centre or VTAC or SATAC. It is the only way to get a letter of offer from a university in those two states, so do keep that in mind as well. Now, changing preferences. Again, I mentioned with offers and preferences, the differences between direct application and tertiary admission center applications. With your TAC application, you're able to preference or choose either 5 to 8 universities and the course that they offer that you're interested in, depending on where you're based. So let's say, for example, you're based in a state that gives you 5 preferences. This gives you the opportunity to list your 5 top universities with the courses that they offer in the order that you want to receive the offer. So if you are if you're wanting a letter of offer from one university more than the other, you want to make sure that you have that letter of offer or that course preferenced higher than the other. Now you can add, remove, or rearrange your course preferences through your TAC application in your desired order. You can change your preferences as many times as you like by logging into your TAC application portal. And again, that makes it very easy for our high school leavers as well. They can go into their portal, they can see their preferences, they can move them around, and they can judge them to make sure that they're using it the best way to make sure that they're maximizing their offer rounds. Now, it is important to update your preferences after you receive your Year 12 results and before and after each offer round to ensure you maximize your chances of receiving an offer to your most desired course. So let's say in the first offer round, you receive a letter of offer from the university you preference first. My recommendation would be to go into your TAC application portal before that second offer round and preference that one lower and preference something in first in order to see if you're eligible to receive that offer as well. So that's always an option for you. Now, there is a small window between each offer round where you can update your preferences, but also please refer to the TAC websites for date and times to ensure you change your course preferences in time, as TACs usually close change your preferences for each offer round a few days before offers are released. And again, all of this information is on each tertiary admissions center website, whether that's VTAC, SATAC, UAC, or QTAC. Now, with the offer process, TACs release offers to applicants as part of their scheduled offer rounds. And 2 things that we've noted on how to manage your university offers. With Torrens University, we manage TAC offers with a 2-step communication process. So the first step in that process is you receive a notification of offer through the tertiary admissions center that you've applied with. So when you're successful in your application to a Torrens University course, the relevant TAC will send you a notification of offer as part of their schedule offered rounds. So you know that you've been successful in receiving that offer. The second step is that the official letter of offer, the physical letter of offer, will come from the university that you preference. So in this example, that would be Torrens University. And following the TAC offer round, we'll send a letter of offer to your email address. Now, this letter of offer will contain all of the information that you would have put through in your application. It will include your course, it will include your course date, your course pricing, all of the information that you need. And then, of course, you now have your letter of offer to start your enrollment process, to get your documents in and then enroll into your subjects and get started if that's what you want to do. Now, what do you do once you have an offer? Firstly, congratulations. It's always very exciting when we hear from our school leavers about them receiving their offers. So we'll go with the path of least resistance firstly. So let's say you get your offer letter, and it is your dream course. It was your first preference. It's the place that you want to go, and you receive that letter of offer. Then all you need to do is complete all remaining documentation. Just go through the process with your future student advisor, send them the documents they need, get enrolled, get into your subjects, and you're ready to go for orientation. Now, for those of you that receive a letter of offer, but you still want to see maybe what else is out there and see what else you're eligible for, our recommendation would be what I mentioned before, is to go into your TAC portal, remove the course that you've already received an offer for, move it down your preferences, and move the next preference or course that you want your letter of offer for in its place. That way, by rearranging your preferences in order of your desire, that way when the next offer round comes out, you'll possibly receive that letter of offer as well. So you can play that game a little bit and see how many letters of offers you get from different providers for your selected courses, and you can make a healthy decision from there once you've received them all. Now, with fees and scholarships, I did want to touch on some scholarships that Torrens University offers to all of our first-year students. Now, this is a screenshot from our website. So, of course, if you want more information on our scholarships, please hop onto our website. You'll see the scholarship tab. You can go to the page and you'll see exactly this. As you can see, the names of the scholarships are in blue. You can click on those and it'll give you more information. It'll give you the entry criteria and everything that's involved with the scholarship. But as you can see, For our first scholarship, it's a Love What You Do scholarship. It includes all faculties. It's for new students attending Torrens University, and it's 20% off your course fees for the entire course. We've also got an industry scholarship. If there's any high school leavers out there that, let's say, are getting into a course in hospitality, and maybe you've been working at McDonald's or Macca's for the last couple of years and you've got some of that experience, we can always look at that experience and give you subject credit if you're going to be repeating a lot of the learning that you've already experienced or got to do in the industry already. So we can give you subject credit, saving you a little bit of time and a little bit of money. We've also got our Vogue Australia scholarship. That's for any students that are studying design. It's a 50% scholarship. That's off the entire course fees. It's a savings of thousands of dollars, and it also gives you an opportunity to internship with Vogue Australia. Which is a really great opportunity. We've had quite a few students go on to do that internship and end up getting full-time work with Vogue, which is really great. We're very proud of those alumni going on to do amazing things. You can also see we've got a Refer a Friend scholarship. So if there's any school leavers out there that are thinking about or you have a friend that is thinking about going to the same university or might be interested in attending Torrens University with you, as you don't need to study the same course, but as long as you start at the same time in the same intake, we'll give you 25% off your course fees for term 1 and term 2. And again, all that information can be found on our website. Now, of course, we are here to help. So I'm hoping if you had any questions, you were able to put them into the chat and we were able to help you out there. You can see there's a QR code on the screen. If you want to give that QR code a scan, that will take you to our high school page on the Torrens University website. And that's going to have a lot of information for you in regards to tax, in regards to direct applications, frequently asked questions, and of course, a way for us to know that you want us to get a hold of you. You can make an inquiry and we can make sure that we reach out to you in a timely fashion to make sure that your questions are answered. Of course, we've got a phone number there for our future students. It's a toll-free number there at the top. So if you have any questions, you're able to go through that number. And of course, we've got the email address, futurestudents@torrens.edu.au. Just mention that you're in year 12 or 11 or 10, and you're looking to make the jump from high school to university, and that will come through to my team, and we'll make sure that we're assisting you the best way we can. And of course, there's the link to our website as well, torrens.edu.au, where you can find out a lot more information. Now I can see in the chat here, Dennis, you've asked if you can apply for a scholarship and also apply for the Bright Awards. We'll have to get back to you on that one, Dennis. I'm pretty sure that's possible. I know that you can only go for one scholarship at a time through TUA. The Bright Awards might work a little bit differently, but it is still a Torrens University scholarship. So that's something we're going to have to check on and get back to you. And if there's anything else anybody wants to pop in the chat, we'd be happy to help with anything that you need. And of course, as I've mentioned, we've got the QR code there that will take you to the high schools page. We've got the phone number, the email address, and the web page as well. In regards to the Bright Awards, I know some of you might thinking, what are the Bright Awards? The Bright Awards are a design and creative technology competition put on by Torrens University. It's open to years 10s, 11s, and 12s. We have 6 categories ranging from fashion, photography, digital arts, architecture. And essentially you could submit maybe your major work that you're working on currently in high school. Or you can come up with a project all on your own, something creative that you're passionate about, and you can enter to win a Bright Award. Now, if you're chosen as a category winner, we'll give you $1,000 cash, and we'll also give you an Adobe Creative Cloud license for up to 1 year. If you're chosen as the pinnacle winner, we'll give you an extra $2,500 and a 50% scholarship to study with us, which is a savings of thousands of dollars. The more information on our Bright Awards can be found on the website. There's even a great video of last year's winners. If there's anyone interested in a Bright Award or have already applied, I would definitely have a look at that video. It shows you the real caliber of work coming out of our high schools, which is absolutely incredible. Some of the things that get submitted, it looks like university work already. It's really incredible. So hop onto the website and have a look at our Bright Awards. Now, Hi, Rhea. If you want to apply for a Bachelor of Architecture based in New South Wales, do I apply through UAC or directly through Torrens? Great question. As we just outlined, of course, you have in New South Wales, being based in New South Wales, you have both options afforded to you. So if you were looking to apply directly, you can do that through our website. And of course, as I mentioned, due to the change in legislation, you won't receive your physical letter of offer until September 1st, but you will receive an email from our future student advisors or your future student advisor outlining the process on how everything is going to work. So of course, if you put through a direct application now, we can make sure you get your offer in September. But of course, if you do want to go through UAC, we would appreciate you preferencing us as high as you'd like to ensure that you get your letter of offer from Torrens in the first offer round, or if not, soon after. Oliver mentioned, if I accept the letter of offer, am I locked into that course or can I change after? Great question, Oliver. No, you are not locked into that course. Your course can change at any time, as many times as you'd like. So if you come through a direct application and let's say you get a letter of offer for the Diploma of Interior Design, and let's say leading up to starting your course, you decide that that course isn't for you and you want to do something else, you simply let your future student advisor know. We'll correct your letter of offer and we'll send you a new one. So absolutely nothing is set in stone when you put through your application. You can make changes right up until the third week of census, which is your third week of study. So keep in mind, that is the census period. So if you need to take a leave of absence, defer, add a subject, drop a subject, any kind of changes that you need to do with your enrollment, you can do that within the first 3 weeks of your studies with no financial or academic penalty. I can see that my helpful staff are making sure everyone's questions get answered in the chat, which is great. Perfect. Now, I'll give it a few more minutes to put some questions in, and I just want to quickly highlight while we do that some of the advantages of studying with Torrens University. So firstly, at Torrens University, we do not require an ATAR for entry. We value our students' passion and creativity. It's our belief that the ATAR shouldn't determine what university course they're able to take, and it certainly shouldn't determine what kind of career they can get into. So with Torrens University, all we need for entry is your government-issued high school certificate. We're not going to ask you what your grades were. We're not going to ask you what subjects you took. We just want students that are passionate. If you're passionate about something and we offer it, we want to give you that opportunity to go for it, regardless of your ATAR. We want your passion. A lot of students are interested to find out as well that we don't do tests or exams. It's all practical, hands-on, assessment-based learning. When I'm in high schools talking to school leavers all the time, I usually mention, when your parents go to work and they go to work and they don't do tests or exams, right? It just doesn't happen. It's not how the industry works. So we're not going to be wasting their time in university by doing tests or exams. It's hands-on assessment-based learning. You're getting skills, hands-on skills from day one, from lectures that are from the industry. We also keep our class sizes small, making sure that you don't feel like a number. We cap our classes at 25 face-to-face or 35 online. This ensures that you get great access with your lecturers, right? Essentially the access that you're paying for. So you can spend a lot more one-on-one time with your lecturers and them with you. We're also very flexible with how you study as well. We have a flexible timetable where our students essentially get to choose the days and times they take their subjects, depending on what's available. And that changes every 12 weeks. Okay. Will Torrens help me find a placement when it's time? Yes, excellent. Great question, Dennis. Absolutely. As a student at Torrens University, you'll work with the Future Success team, which is a team with success coaches, and you can work with them with our industry partners as well to gain employment. Now, not only that, we have industry placement embedded into all of our courses. So in most of the courses that we offer, one of the last subjects you'll take is called Work Integrated Learning, and that's where we get you placed in the industry before you walk across the graduation stage. And oftentimes that that will lead to employment and other opportunities. So not only do you get that through your course, but of course we have a dedicated industry team making sure that you're getting connected to industry before your course ends, so that you're aware that's out there, and you can make sure that you're getting your resume and your portfolios into the hands of the people that can help you with employment. So absolutely. For the Bright Awards, once you submit your work, will it count as a direct application, or do you have to apply by yourself as well? Great question, Rhea. Yeah, so if you've applied for a Bright Award, but you haven't put a direct application through into Torrens, that will need to happen separately. Now, the fact that you've gone for a Bright Award and you would have put your submission through, we would have your information in the system. You would have needed to give us your name, email address, and phone number. So, of course, naturally, we would follow up with you before and after the Bright Awards are given to see if Torrens University is somewhere that you might want to attend, and then we can start the process that way. But no, your Bright Award submission isn't an application for a letter of offer. Those two would be separate. But great question. Okay. Well, I think that's about it. I just want to thank. Oh, nope, we got another one here. Sorry, Dennis. Will someone be at Open Day to help me with my Bright Awards entry? Yeah, absolutely, Dennis. If you're planning on coming to Open Day, if you're based in New South Wales and you're coming to the Sydney campuses, you can find myself there. I'd be very happy to sit down with you and go over your Bright Awards submission and entry. It'd be my pleasure. Of course, for anybody else that wants to come to our open day that are maybe based in Victoria or Queensland, we have dedicated schools future student advisors that will be there as well. So no matter where you're based, if you come into open day, we always have a high schools table so we can be identified. So you can come right up to us, introduce yourself, and we can make sure that we answer all the questions that you have. And of course, just like you said, have a look at your Bright Award submission. We'd love to help you with that. Is the Bachelor of Architecture an accredited and lead to professional architects after masters? Yeah, great question, Rhea. The Bachelor of Architecture is fairly new. We did just launch it last year, so we are still working on our accreditations. But of course, for someone like yourself, by the time you've finished, absolutely, it would be 100% accredited. And by going into the masters, you would definitely have those opportunities available for you as well. We have some questions about scholarships. One of them being, can I apply for multiple scholarships at the same time? Absolutely, you can. Apply for as many scholarships as you'd like. However, keep in mind with Torrens University, we can only give you one scholarship. So definitely apply for three. And if you get all three, take the one that's going to take the most money off, or the one that you think adds the most value for you. So, yep, absolutely. You can apply for multiple scholarships at the same time. Do you need to renew your scholarship each year? No, no. Once you've been awarded a scholarship and we apply it into the system for you, that will continue throughout your course. Nothing needed for you to do in order, for upkeep and things like that. Do I need to reapply for a scholarship if I withdraw from my course? Yes, absolutely. If you are awarded and you withdraw, your scholarship will be canceled, unfortunately, which is why it's important to know the difference between a leave of absence or a withdrawal. Withdrawal would be leaving the course completely, but if you do want to take a leave of absence, maybe take a month off, 6 months off for whatever reason, you could always go through the leave of absence process in order to make sure that you're keeping that scholarship intact for yourself. And again, a lot more information can be found on our website in regards to scholarships, Bright Awards, and everything else. Okay, well, I can see that it's 5:29. I've had you for almost 30 minutes here. So again, I just want to say thank you so much for attending this evening. We really do appreciate it. Again, my name is Evan. I'm the student recruitment manager here at Torrens University. So please reach out if you have any questions. Of course, you've got the QR code there on the screen and the email address and the phone number. Just reach out and we'd be very happy to help. And if you can't make open day and you're looking for a campus tour, just hop onto the website and go to the book a campus tour button, and you can book a campus tour there. And let's say if you're based in Sydney, I'd be very happy to meet you at either our Ultimo or Surrey Hills campus and give you and your family or you and your friends a personalized tour and make sure that we're answering all the questions we can for you. But do keep in mind, we do have an open day coming up in August as well for each campus. Again, more information on the website. Open day is a really great opportunity to come and see our state-of-the-art facilities. You can talk to some students that are currently studying your course. You can see some of the projects that they're working on. You can speak to some of the lecturers to get a little bit more in-depth knowledge into what you're going to be studying, and you can make sure that you're getting all of your questions answered as well. And we also do campus tours on our open day. Okay, wonderful. I just want to thank you all so much again for attending this evening. We really do appreciate your time. I really hope this was helpful for everyone. And again, a lot of resources on our website. So just hop on there for anything that you need and reach out, and we'd be very happy to help. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.